it's Slushy. Welcome back to my channel. And this is time for the video that everybody probably is waiting for. How to get rich. Well, in Pixel Petz. I can't help you in real life. That you got to figure out on your own. In Pixel Petz, you could buy them in the shop, duh. But if you're watching this video, you either don't want to spend your in real life money or you just broke.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
But even if you are a broke boy or girl, please don't go around begging, okay? Just play the game, talk to people, and you will receive gifts. I've had people give me things. I've had people give me a shiny. Just yesterday, I was gonna buy something from somebody and they just gave it to me for free. I was like, oh wow, thank you. So yeah, there's some cool people out there. So you don't really need to go around begging. You know, it just makes you look not so great. If you really, really, really want free stuff, there's always giveaways going on. Well, nowadays, ever since they came out with raffles, I want to say there's not as many giveaways, but you can still find them. But there's a lot of raffles now too, which are almost similar, except they're built into the Pixel Petz system. The only thing that I would say is if you're broke or if you're poor, don't spend any money on a giveaway or a raffle, okay? Because you're just gonna waste your money for the most part. The chances of you actually winning the raffle are very slim, depending on how many tickets got sold. But in reality, the chances are pretty slim. And you're just gonna waste money doing that over and over and over. So if it's somebody you really, really wanna support, or if you can afford it, then by all means, spend the money. But if you have to pay to play, then you're the sucker. And they're just making money off of you. Try not to pay for the raffles or the giveaways. There are free raffles. So go ahead and have fun with the free ones. Now, if raffles are not your thing, Pixel Petz has a built-in daily login or a login bonus. Every day you get coins, and you can also double your coins by watching little commercials or ads or whatever. And every 7th day of the login, you get 3 gems, which is pretty cool. Now, along with your daily login, you also have daily tasks that you can do every day. I want to say that the total amount you get would be about 450 coins and 2 gems from the daily task every day, which is it's all right. I love it for the gems. It's a good free 2 gems every day. 2 gems, you know what I mean? The coins, to me, it's not such a big deal. I don't really focus on getting the coins too much. If you play the game, if you're talking to people, you're liking pets, you're trading with people, you're gonna eventually achieve those daily points or the daily coined ones. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. There is an achievement section right here, but I would not focus on it too much if you're looking to make quick money. These are just nice little rewards or like little accomplishments when you do get these goals. It's like a free little gems, you know what I mean? But to like make quick money, I don't know, I wouldn't focus too much on those. 'Cause 1, they're gonna take a long time, and 2, you might waste money trying to complete them. So another thing you can do daily is watching movies.
Your cell phone, your wallet, your time, your ideas.
Or ads on the television. You can watch 1 ad for coins, which gets you 100 coins. And I was trying my hardest to like watch and see how long it takes for you to be able to watch this, like how long until the next video. But I want to say it's only like 30 minutes or something, because when it comes to the one for the gems that you get, that one you can only watch every 8 hours. Technically, you could redeem 3 of these within a 24-hour period, like if you were like perfectly timing it, you know, which realistically I don't think you could. You're most likely going to miss one of them. So you can get 2 gems with this every single day. If you combine that with the daily tasks, that's like 4 gems every day for free, which is not bad, you know, if you let them stack up and collect. Another way that you might be surprised to get some money from is actually fishing. Yep. If you really, really, really want to be cheap about it, you could watch the free ads and you get you some free fishing rods, go fishing, trade in your stuff for shells, and then eventually when you collect enough shells, you can trade those in for gems or coins. And also, of course, if you're just trying to convert your gems like from coins to gems, in the street price or the market, like the street market, you can always trade in 1 gem for 1,000 coins or 1,000 coins for 1 gem. And when it comes to the tax part, that's just something you guys negotiate or talk about or work with each other. Worker pets.
Bro, just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Worker pets will be your best source for coins. You're going to want to have 5 level 5 pets. The most workers you can have at one time is 5. And the highest level there is 5. You can actually find some very cheap level 3 pets in the market. Just change it to sort through coin price here, and then just browse, I found some level 3 pets for like 500 coins, which is really cheap. And then the pet will practically make the money right back. When you have your work pet, if they're not at level 5 yet, I recommend don't even focus so much on sending them to the jobs that have the most coins. Send them on the jobs that get the most experience. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what you need to get to level 5. Level 5 is where it makes it worth it. And I always watch the ad. I always watch the ad to double up my coins because that's the only way it makes it worth it too, really. I mean, it sucks having to watch ads all the time, but it makes it worth it. And it does make pretty decent money, actually. I've noticed that I'll collect my money because you can do this every 8 hours. It's similar to the gem that you get on the television every 8 hours, and then just let it stack. And like I said, you can always change in your coins for gems. So win-win. Okay, so now we're gonna start getting into the more advanced type of making money type of ways. The first type of way is DYOs, which stands for design your own. And I'll make a video about all the acronyms and abbreviations and what they mean, and so that you guys can learn that stuff too. But for right now, DYO means design your own, which is for a design your own part. And now if you're a real creative person and you're really good at pixel art, you can design parts and you can sell them and make pretty good profit out of it. It costs 100 gems for a golden brush in the shop. And to make a DYO part, you need a golden brush. So if you're gonna buy them in the shop, they do cost 100 gems. If you buy it from the streets, you can get it for as low as like 85 gems, maybe even 70 gems. It just depends. So yeah, just always look around at what people are offering and selling. And another area that you could find a golden brush in is the Petz marketplace. If you go to the marketplace and you see all the pet listings, sometimes people have their pet holding it and they're selling the actual item, and the pet is just irrelevant. It's just a holder basically. And I found a golden brush in there for as low as like 70 gems. So if you're ever trying to look for stuff too, that's always another spot to look for things. So when you create a DYO part, you get 4 parts to sell and 1 extra part for your inventory, which you could sell too. But the 4 that you get to sell, it's like a whole separate shop built into your profile. And you might have seen them around on other people's profiles. But yeah, you get into this little section and it's a DYO shop area, which you guys can go ahead and explore. I'll make a whole video. Most of the things in this video, I want to try to just kind of like run down most of the things because, you know, I can only record for so long. But I will make other videos that are more detailed on all of these subjects. And most of the time, people will sell a DYO for about 20 to 25 G's. Altogether, you know, you can make a pretty good profit. Yeah, but you gotta be pretty creative. You gotta be good at doing art for this one. So if you're not really good at pixel art, if you're not really good at drawing or pixels and all that stuff, that's okay. There's still other ways to make money. Now, this one is very, very exclusive to events. But when there is an event going on, there will be special tokens that are about like every 20 minutes you can grab a token. And you can get one from the television and you can get one when you look on a Petz page. The token itself is always gonna be a different thing depending on the event. The last event was like Spot Goes to Space or something like that. I don't know the official name, but that token was a rocket ship. And usually from what I've seen, the tokens are wearable clothing. So what's cool is it's a wearable clothing that you can keep and you can wear it on your pets, but you could also sell it too. And most of the time they go for about 1 gem You could trade your tokens in, of course, for the parts. That's part of the whole event. And that's one way to make some free gems right there. If you don't want to participate in the event, they're free tokens, sell them for some free gems. So another option is you can sell your pets or you can create a series. So whether you're selling your pets or you're creating a series, one thing to always keep in mind when you're buying and selling is always buy cheap and never at regular price or overpriced. If you're buying in the shop, the official parts shop, that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? You don't have any option. Just you got to buy whatever the price is. But when you're buying from other people, you know what I mean? Always buy cheap. Unless it's something you really, really love or you really want, that's different. But buy cheap, because this will ensure that you can always sell your things at a decent price. And then you can make the sale without having to overprice or anything. You know, you're almost guaranteed a sale. And when it comes to creating a pet series, lots of people will find very cheap parts, but they'll use all their art skills to create something unique and cute, and then they're able to sell it at like a real good cheap price. Well, what looks cheap for the buyer, because they you know, it was like super cheap to make. All right, so the final way to make money on this list is what I like to call the hustling way.
Every day I'm hustling.
No, but it's just gonna be like a more in-depth trading / hustling, selling the parts that you have accumulated. So basically it's selling and trading, you know what I mean? Or buying and selling or trading, you know? So selling the parts that you have accumulated through events and monthlies can actually make you some really good money. Take the time to learn how much things are. Most things have a set street price, but things can always change based on demand. And of course, I can make a video on what the street market is like. But the rule is buy things for cheap, then resell for more. But when it comes to reselling, you must have patience, okay? You can have a part that's not even that valuable, but you will eventually encounter someone that loves that part or really needs that part. Usually they're willing to overpay, you know, they'll even say like, you know, oh, I'm willing to overpay, you know? And either way, like, this is just how the market goes. When you have something and it's in high demand, you're able to make the price whatever you want almost, you know what I mean? Of course, don't go ripping people off. And if you make the price too outrageous, no one's gonna buy it no matter how bad they want it. You know, I've encountered that where I wanted a part and I was willing to pay some good money, but they wanted some outrageous price where I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll live without it. But when you make sure to buy cheap, you're always able to provide good prices, which in return will almost always guarantee a sale. And again, this is one that I'm gonna have to do a very in-depth video on, and I'll show you guys, you know, like the prices for things, how things are kind of going in the market, of what I know at least. I'll show you some tricks. I'll show you how you can go around in trading and just seeing what people have and seeing, you know, how to make some money through some of these parts, if you're interested in that. Like everything on this list, I'll make more videos about each thing. I just didn't want this video to be too long. I'm pretty sure it is. But if you're still watching, please leave a like and, you know, comment and let me know if there's anything you guys have questions about or that you really want to know about or learn. And I will go and research it. You know, like I'm researching some stuff right now. I'm trying to make more videos. They do take a while, but you know, I'm working on it. So just leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you guys very much. Later.